Hey, how's it going? I'm Tyler Lemmond, and we are at it again with another Network Plus CertMaster lab, lab number 2.5. Lab is connecting network devices. You are a network technician for a small corporate network. The company recently expanded to the second floor of its building. You've already installed a small network closet on the second floor, and you're running the necessary cables to the ports on each of the floor's fiber patch panels. Now you need to connect the two networks using fiber optic cables. In this lab, your task is to connect the switch from the network closet from floor 1 to the switch in network closet 2 on floor 2 through the fiber patch panels in each network closet using the following information to identify the necessary connections. You're going to connect the appropriate fiber cables to the switch through the fiber patch panels. The patch panels on floor 1, port 3 is going to be TX, floor 4 is going to be RX, and the patch panel on floor 2 is going to be port 1 is going to be TX, and port 2 is going to be RX. For color coding purposes for the fiber optic cables, connector A, or white and red, is TX, connector B is black for RX. Plug the switch on floor 2 into the power bank critical load outlet on the UPS. Verify that the connection was made by checking the internet connection on any floor of on any device on floor 2. When the connection for the fiber optic cables, the transmit TX port on the device is connected to the RX port on the device, the fiber cables in the lab have already had their RX and TX connectors switched as necessary. You can view the port information and the details shown in the specific window. Okay, let's go ahead and let's get into it. Okay, so this one's actually a little strange because it's just having you connect the fiber cables from the patch panel into the router or to the switch. But you're not actually making sure that the two things are connected. You're just assuming that the two routers are talking to each other. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at our adapters. Okay, we have an LC adapter, we have an RJ45 adapter, and we have some fiber cables, and we have an AC adapter. So it's wanting us to connect the patch panels from port 3 to port 4. So let's go ahead, let's get that. Now we have some different cables that are going on. So we have an ST to LC. This is ST. This is LC. SC to LC. This is SC. This is LC. And then ST to ST, which is right here to right here. Okay. So the difference between the ST and the SC mainly is that the ST is legacy. It has like this different type of mechanism that kind of pushes and pulls. It's different, and we still use it, but not nearly as much. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this and we're going to put it onto 3 when we want A. A is going to be our TX, okay? And we want TX to go here. Why they use A instead of TX, I feel like that's kind of a middleman that's not necessary, but it's there. So we just plugged that in. I'll zoom in so that way we can see it a little bit better here. Then we're going to take our B. We're going to put our B in there. And then we need to put in the SFP2 port, but we need an adapter. So that's the next thing that we need to do. So we're going to go here. We don't need an RJ45. We need an LC adapter because that is the link that we have right here. So let's go ahead. We'll drag and drop that in there. And then we will click on our cables again just so that we can pull them up. Now we're going to grab the LC duplex. That's another difference too, is that these cables, the SC, usually operate in full duplex, and these don't. The ST usually don't. So just kind of a thought with that. All right, sweet. So that's connected. So now let's go to floor 2. All right, we're on floor 2. Let's go to the hardware, the network closet. Oh, sorry. We want floor 2. I forgot to hit floor 2. Floor 2, network closet. All right. So now what it wants us to do is for the patch panel floor 2, we're going to put our TX in R1 and our RX in port 2. And if you don't know what TX means, that means transmit, and RX means receive. So let's see here. We want this one, and we're going to put that right there. We're going to put our A in 1, and we're going to put our B in 2. And then we're going to put this. Ooh, we got to scoot it over a little bit. Okay, we're going to put that over here. Doesn't matter. I could put it in FSP1 or 2. I'm going to put it in 1. Ooh. We need another adapter. Here we go. And again, I could put it in either one of those things. It doesn't really matter as long as it's there. It makes sense to me to put it in one, so that's where I put it in one. Okay, now the next thing we need to do is we got to plug this bad boy in because we don't even have any power. So we're going to go here, go there. Boom. And then we want the, where is it? The power load, right? Yes. The critical power load. That's going to be this guy right here that's blocked off. Let's put that in there. Okay. And then let's go to any computer and it should have internet. Yep. We got internet. Let's score it. Let's see how we did. And did you expect anything less? Okay. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. And remember, work with what you got and build what you need. And I'll catch you in the next one.